everyone, it's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War Faction Assault video for you guys. So, this faction right here is arguably, if not one of the hardest faction in the game, and that is Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate is a man, it's a horrible faction to play. Let me tell you, especially before they added in all this potion stuff into factions. When you had to play the sucker outright, normally it was a royal pain in the you know what. But now it's a bit easier, and it's available now on Tuesday for the weekly faction assault. This is going to be a quick, clear team for you guys, and then I'm going to show you guys a team that players are going to be able to use regardless. This will not contain any gem dragons, as I should say. This team, first team, was not is not going to have any gem dragons or cosmic dragons, and the second team isn't going to have any cosmic dragons or gem dragons. I want to give those teams a rest while I showcase what else is available in the game to many players. Right, so this is going to be the main generator of this team, Borg 3000. Borg 3000 is one of my favorite troops. Why? You're able to give this sucker a mana start, I should say, off of the Mechanist hero class, right? Because it's a mech beast with a 12 mana cost. His spell is Metal Beak. He will destroy gems just like Thrall, and along with that, he will create those bomb gems. And those bomb gems can be very useful for getting an additional explosion on the board, generating more mana for your troops and all your allies. His first trait is Unstable Core. If he dies, he will create 3 bomb gems. He has Reinforce for his second trait, and armor. That's why I always want to put this sucker at the top of the team. Of course, you can rotate this team wherever you prefer, but I like having him at the top, but I can actually rotate it just to showcase what I have on this team. Right? So the second troop on the team is Draculus. Draculus is one of my favorite troops because of the true damaging aspect. He deals not true damage, but life steal. What am I talking about? He steals life from all enemies with his Vampiric Blade spell, and he has a skull damage reduction. So if you want to, you can switch around this and your Borg 3000. As well as I have Ruby Macaque as a backup damage dealer on this team, dealing true damage, a hefty amount of true damage, 97 true damage to all enemies, then create 3 booty gems and explode 5 gems. It's pretty good to have it on this team because you can gain a decent amount of gold while you're farming this faction, or sorry, when you're completing this faction, I should say. And as I said before, the class is going to be the Mechanist hero class here. On this class, you really want to have banishment set because this is a delve, and many times some of these troops are going to be submerged. So if you match a 4 or more gem match, you'll disenchant those enemies, removing those positive status effects or that submerge or barrier or any other positive status effects that the enemy has, and you'll be able to hit them with your spell. Gimlet is going to be our empowered option just in case my Borg 3000 does not get spell ready off of the explosion from those potions at the start of the battle. Gimlet here is going to give brown mana to my Borg 3000 with his Stone Brew spell. He will convert all green gems to brown, then he will enrage and give 42 life to the first ally. As I said before, he's empowered, and he has Fortitude, which is great to have on your troops. Right, so let's adjust the banner here. I want to go with a brown and yellow banner. Right, yeah, there we go. That's the banner of choice right there. It's the Eagle banner from the Stone Song Airy faction. It's a +2/1 brown, +1 on yellow, and we're minusing purple because no troops on the team use purple mana. All right, so let's hop into the first fight right here in this week's Faction Assault in the Hell's Gate. Massive explosion, man. There we go, took all the gems off the board. Of course, I am hoarded up all the way to heaven and back. So that's the reason why my troops are so, bulky and buffed up for the faction assault. As you guys can see, my Draculus was buff, my Bork is buff, my Ruby Macaque is buff, and my Gimlet is buff, man. Let me tell you, everybody's all super buffed up. Let's convert gems. There we go. And whichever you get powered up first, that's what you want to cast. If you get your Ruby Macaque powered up first, cast that. If you get Draculus powered up first, cast that. But yeah, it's a super easy faction at the low levels. But at the higher levels, this thing right here will drive you crazy. Right? It will drive you crazy. All right, let's see if I can get my mana right here. How about matching this? One of the worst aspects of this faction, I should say, is the fact that there is no real tank in this faction for the pure faction team, right? I think it's the Judge of the Dead is the legend here. I think that's what it is. The Judge of the Dead. I'll take a look at it when I'm at the final fight. Judges of the Judge of the Dead. There's a generator here. There's a striker troop, and then there's a stat reducing troop, which is disgusting, right? Who needs a stat reducing troop in the current state of the game? Nobody. And a striker that doesn't like kill like Zulgat, nobody needs that, right? Think it like death marks enemies, which is okay. It's heavily RNG dependent. Um, but and then the stat reducing troop and the generator is okay. It's not the best generator, um, but it does take a lot of luck for it to work right, man. This is the annoying thing about it. Yeah, I should say this as well. One of the good things of having Draculas, one of the good reasons to put Draculas to the top, I'm just thinking of it now, it's because Draculus gains that life that he's stealing from the enemies, right? So life steal, he is like true damage, but you take that life for yourself. So you're stealing the life. As a result, Draculus tanks a lot more than anything else on my team. So yeah, it's a good choice to put Draculus at the top. And along with that, there's no mana blocking here between Draculus and my Borg 3000. There's mana blocking on the Rumikak, but it's a backup damage dealer. The main damage dealer here is Draculus because of the fact that he's stealing life. That's the point. I need to remember to point that out for you guys. All right, let's run through this entire run here. Then I'm going to follow up and show you guys um, my team for completing the faction. If you're thinking to bring the faction all the way to level 500, which regularly I wouldn't recommend on a Tuesday event, but as a result of this being one of the hardest factions in the game, if you can get it done today, get it done, man. Get it out of the way. Don't waste your time and try and do this sucker without the benefit of these power potions that you get here. Of course, you can get power potions from the underworld as well, but you're gonna need to hoard up to the heavens so as to be able to do it. Here, you spend a little gems, you spend a few gems, and you end up seeing the benefit, right? The faction becomes a lot easier, and you can just go through it like that. Oh, look at that, man. My Draculus got spell ready. I didn't need to cast any of my troops except Draculus. That's perfection. All right, let's hop into this fight. There it is. So the Judge of the Dead is on this team. Then Lemire, Fury, and I think that one is called Charonis. I can't see the name properly. What is it? Charonis. Yeah, this is the generator troop here. Gain 1 soul for each purple gem. Then explode all purple gems. Okay. Yeah. Very, very, very bad team for a what do you call it? For a pure faction because there's no tank. This thing can reduce stats, spell damage reduction. Okay. No resummons too, and a bone storm on the enemy troop. Oh my god! I remember how awful this was, man. This was disgusting faction to play. Annoys the hell out of you, right? So yeah, all the best for everyone that's playing this. Thank God I don't have to go back over doing factions again from the scratch. But I know it's a necessary thing for many players, for everyone, I should say. Forget about many players, for everybody. Everybody needs to get factions done at some point in time. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hop out of here, right? And let's go down to the underworld and see if I can set a team right here. Hopefully, I don't have a fight on this. Do I have a fight? All right, let's head back into the faction assault so I can show you guys. Let's get back into the faction assault and let me grab my rewards, my chest. What do we have? Okay, stuff. All right. So let's adjust this team right here. So we're going to take Borg 3000 off, take that one, take that one, take that one, and then we're going to go down the route that I tend to prefer here. So for this team, I like using this troop right here. See if I can type in the name. I like making these teams on video for you guys so you can see how I go through the process of making teams. So this is going to be my main mana generator here, Marilith, right? Followed by, what am I putting here? Gut, right? There he is, Hiking Iron Gut, followed by, this is actually a new addition to this team. Before, this wasn't my preferred troop on the team, but as a result of this weapon coming in, the Wand of Stars, it's a great option to add into use for this faction. Right there. And then follow up with the final guy. There we go. Right, there we go. So you can use this team right here, preferably if you don't have the Wand of Stars for some reason. Um, Sense, is that it? Let's type in evil right here, see if I can get this sucker popping up. Evil, there we go. Essence of evil. Right, so this is my usual team for running down this faction assault, right? Let's adjust this team. Let's switch my, there we go. And is that good? Yeah, how about minusing purple? That's perfection. Now let's switch the class to what I usually use. For this team, I usually prefer to go down the route of the Archer class. Why? Because Archer has that Leaf Storm, it has a 50% start, it has the Root Trap, it has all the good things, right? That's the setup for the class, and I have the Hunt set as well, which will allow me to deal double skull damage to Hunter's marked enemies. All right, so let's hop into the fight. Hopefully they don't die too quick on this. That's why I wanted to show it at level 500. All right, let's go. That should be it. Yeah, and hopefully you guys find this helpful and informative, man. Remember to hit up that like button whenever you do. So, just like that. And I'm already killing them, but that's not what I really want to do. And then you follow up with Zulgat at the end, right? Just in case you guys want to try it out. But this is a team that I would use to go all the way to level 500 to get it all the way up to Deathless, and you do a Deathless fight. You can do it with the Delves team, or you can do it simply with the this team right here. But it's a great team for completing the faction. As I said before, no gem dragons on this video, no cosmic dragons on this video. Simply focusing on many other great troops that are in the game that many players are able to use. Hopefully, you guys found this helpful and informative. Hit the like button, comment, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.